Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. If this is the first video that you are clicking on, I am so sorry. It is kind of all over the place. So as you can see from the title of the video, I quit my job, walked out, got fired, whatever you want to call it. So there was an incident that happened Saturday that I don't even know if I really want to talk about just yet. I might, just so people can get the gist of the story, but at the same time I don't, because I don't want people to hate my husband. Hold on, let me see if I don't want people to hate him, so at the same time it's like, do I tell people or not? But yes, I did technically quit on Sunday, and today is Thursday, so it's been about a week almost. So let's go ahead and just talk about what happened Saturday. So we woke up Saturday morning, like we hadn't fought all week, but Thursday and Friday I was super sick. I couldn't figure out why I was so nauseous, and then I got into an argument with a friend. And then, after that, it just seemed like I was constantly arguing with him. From his point of view, I don't know. I didn't even notice. But I had stopped my medication. I know you're not supposed to, but, I felt like it wasn't working anymore. So I just stopped taking it. It's a depression medication, so I probably shouldn't have done that. But I do think that it factored into our actions on Saturday. But I had argued with a friend on Thursday. Friday was okay, like we argued, but it wasn't like terrible. And then Saturday I had to run the mower over to my sister's house because she doesn't have a push mower and she needs the mower. She doesn't have a push mower or a riding mower, and she borrows our mower every now and then to mow her grass. I think it's very stupid that anyone would charge her to mow such a small lawn. Anyways, he had dropped us off. He was gone for a while. I can't remember what he was doing. I think he was trying to pay something and shop or something. I can't remember what he was doing. But we were at my sister's. My kids were swimming. We dropped the mower off, and then we had gotten something to eat, and we were on our way. I had been throwing up all morning Saturday. I threw up in the shower the night before, been throwing up all morning Saturday morning, and then we were driving to my sister's house, and I threw up as I got to her house, and I had gotten all over me, and my sister let me borrow a pair of shorts, and he looked at me weird when he came in the door, and I started crying because I was so tired of puking. I literally puked from Friday afternoon till Saturday afternoon, because we got there a little early. It was like 10:30, because Wendy's was still serving breakfast, / lunch. But, after I had told him that morning that I was off my medications, and his first comment after me vomiting and crying was, "You should go back on your meds." And that pissed me off. Sorry. That made me mad. It made me super mad. So then, he left and went to the store or wherever he was going, and then I started getting sick again, so I messaged him, and I was like, bring me a Sprite or 7-Up or something, please. I don't feel well. We argued all the way home, and then, I don't remember what set off the fight, but it got really bad. We were screaming at each other, and, yeah, it got really bad. I told him to get out. The kids didn't want him to go by himself, so then they wanted to go with him, which really upset me. So then I was like, fine. And then he came into my son's room where I was and was like screaming at me. And imagine this big dude coming at you, like looking all pissed off, which I'm surprised. I'm sure he was. I've never really seen him super pissed off. Sorry, God bless it. But I've never seen him so mad before. But he had grabbed me by my arms and shoulders, like up here and like around my arm, and was trying to like knock some sense into me, like, you know what I'm saying, like talk some sense into me, not knock. He was trying to talk some sense into me, and then I don't remember a lot that happened between there, because he told me he was just trying to protect me, which he was. A lot of you are going to be very, very mad that he even laid his hands on me, especially when I tell you the next part. But I'll explain why he did it in just a second. But I did finally get past him, or at least I think I got past him. I think he may have let me pass so that he could get a better grip on me. So when I got past him, he kind of put me in a chokehold, because he knew what I was thinking in my head and what I was going to go do. I can sit here and tell you that I wasn't going to do that at all. I wasn't going to go cut myself at all. It's not a suicidal thing at all. Oliver! Sorry, my cat is being a jerk and keeps trying to play with my backdrop. He's not old enough to know better anyway. So where was I? I could sit here and tell you that I wasn't going to do that as much as I want to, but the reality is that is what I was going to go do. As soon as he left, I was probably going to go cut myself. And it wasn't like a suicidal cut. It's how I deal with anxiety and pain and all that. And I know it's not a healthy way to do it, but that's just... I don't do it enough. Oh, I don't know if you can... Yeah, you're not going to be able to see it. I don't do it enough for there to be any scars or anything. It's just something that snaps me out of my... Because I'm bipolar personality disorder. So when I get into a manic episode, it's bad. And I was in a manic episode. And I do believe that he did everything he could to get me out of the manic episode, and the chokehold was the only thing that worked, because partially, I don't think he actually had his hands or his arms where they were supposed to be, because I do know that I passed out, and when I woke up, well, it wasn't like a pass out, like, oh, it was like a split second, like, everything went dark for a second, and then I came to, and he was still holding me, and so at that point in my head, it was fight or flight. So I started swinging. I don't think I got him or anything. He did let go of me. I did calm down. Unfortunately, all of this was in front of our kids. Like I said, when I have a manic episode, if you aren't with someone, if you are not in a relationship or have somebody in your family that has had a mental disorder, please do not comment down below, because you have no right, because you have no idea how it works and no idea what's going on. When I'm in the manic episode, nothing is like everything. I can't hear anything. Everything sounds like when you wear those headphones that cancel out noise. Everything sounds muffled. Things start to go red or black. It gets bad. So anyways, he left after that for a little bit. I tried to lay down, but I guess when he put me in a chokehold to whatever it is down, and I think he messed up my shoulder or pinched a nerve, because after that I couldn't... Oh, I think I got sunburn again. I mowed grass yesterday. Anyways, he left after that, and I lay down. My shoulder was hurting really, really bad, so I got up, and I was like, I need to leave now. And he came back, and he goes, what's wrong? And I was like, my shoulder is killing me. He's like, what do you mean? I was like, I don't know. It just really hurts. Like, I can't turn my neck. And I could see the fear in his eyes. He thought he actually hurt me. Like, he was willing and ready to go to the ER. And I go, what are we going to tell them? Like, they will arrest you on site because you put your hands on me. And I am a female. So, if it is just a pinched nerve, then like a hot shower and some muscle rub would work with that. So, because there's nothing they could do about a pinched nerve anyway. But, so after all of that had happened, everything had calmed down, I still went into work the next day. Sunday morning, I still went into work. I was in a lot of physical pain. My body just hurt. Once I got there, I spoke with a manager and I let them know what was going on. There was only 2 managers at the time that knew about what had happened Saturday morning, other than one other person, who is, I'm not going to mention, that person has been my rock for a while. Anyways, they knew about the incident at 9:30ish, 9:45. Mind you, I'm only scheduled till 11. My shoulder started hurting really, really bad again. It had gotten to the point where I was like holding it for until like because I was in the hole, which is where you cash out. I was holding it until customers got up there, and then I would reach out and I'd grab the money. Anyways, that same manager had walked past the grill area where I was, and I asked them if they could see about me going home early, and they go, okay, let me go talk to so-and-so, and I go, okay, that's fine. So they come back, and the words they said to me were, can you hold out till 10:30 so we can get so-and-so on break? And I said, I can try. Makes me wonder, after everything that happened, like, if I said no, would they have sent me home then? Like, wouldn't they have just sent me home when I said I was hurting? Anyways, so I'm continuing, trying to push through, trying to get through work, trying to get through till 10:30. It's only 30 minutes, you know, or an hour, or whatever it was. It was like 9:45, so it was like a little over 30 minutes for me to wait for somebody to come back from break so that they could get somebody in the hole so that I could go home. Well, 10:47 came around, and I was just like on the headset. I go, can someone find out if they can send me home yet, or like what's going on? And they came back over the headset and said, so-and-so manager said that you have to stay till 11. And that's when I got really, really upset. And I was like, well, they said that they would get me out at 10:30 after a break. And then that's when things escalated like really quickly. They were like, well, if you clock out right now, it's considered a walkout. And I go, well, I guess I'm walking out. And then I said something. And I go, really? After everything I said to you, like everything, you know what's going on, and you're going to say that you don't care? And I had it. I said, well, I guess I'm walking out, clocked out, and left. After she was continuing yelling at me. Well, it wasn't yelling. She raised her voice and was like, get out of my store, and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, this is why you can't keep people, because you guys treat them like crap. And it is honest. That is honest. Like, a person is not going to want to stay there, especially if someone says that they don't care about them. Like, I don't know. Like, I get it that was, like, it was my personal problems and da-da-da-da, but they literally let someone go home before me, like, before that, because there was something that happened, that person was not feeling well, blah, blah, blah. I think they were faking it. But they got sent home, no questions asked. And I stayed over and was like, yeah, I'll help you out. I'll stay till 10:30, even though I'm in excruciating pain. I did call Carrie, my husband, before all of that happened. And once she said that you're staying till 11, if you leave, it's a walkout. I did tell him that. I called him. I told him, and I was like, I'm leaving right now because I can't do it. And he goes, okay, I'll see you when you get home. Mind you, after everything we had been through the day before, he was the only one that was on my side. And what pees me off the most is that the 2 managers that had been talking to each other, like, granted, there may have been a miscommunication between there, but, like, in that moment that the main manager was yelling at me, or, well, raising her voice at me, and they're just sitting there denying saying it, like, that peed me off too. But the biggest thing that peed me off was the manager saying, I don't care. And it's not even that, like, that was the ice of the tipper for me, but, like, the ice of the bird. I don't know how that saying goes. Anyways, so now I am currently looking for a job, but, what I was going to say about that place is, they really need to look at some of the managers. Not all of the managers are bad. Some of them will drop what they're doing immediately and help you out, or they take a different approach to telling you when you're doing something wrong. And then there are others who treat you like you're an effing idiot and talk down to you and talk behind your back to other employees about how terrible you're doing, or just making fun of you. I don't know if any of this has happened to me in general, but I've seen it happening. So, and it doesn't matter who you go to, because they just talk to them. It doesn't get fixed. It may get fixed for a few days, but other than that, it just goes right back into the same routine. And like, literally, I worked there in 2011. Sorry, I worked there from 2010 to 2012. So I worked there for 3 years the first time. And then the second time I worked from, I'm trying to think. I had Melanie in 2015. 2016. Maybe 2018 to the end of 2019. Sorry. 2018, because I worked there 3 times. So 2011 to 2012, that was the span that I had Leo in. I quit shortly after I had him because they, again, managers weren't being very friendly. Secondly, the second time I quit because, again, the managers. And I worked there till 2018. And then I came back in 2019. And I've worked there since Sunday. So 2019 till Sunday. So this time didn't last very long. But maybe it's because I see the bull crap already. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe it's because I know what's going on. I know what's going to happen. And I know it's not going to change. So, and they're actually, like, looking for managers right now. So, but they're looking within the company, like people who are already working there. And no offense, but there honestly isn't a single person that works there right now that should be a manager, that is a crew person that should be a manager. No offense to them, but I don't feel like that's going to solve the problem. I really think they need to bring somebody from outside, like just a random person that nobody knows, that will treat everybody equally. That's how I honestly feel like it should be treated, but that's not how it is treated. A friend of mine got very offended because they thought I was talking about them when I wasn't. That person does not get treated differently by their spouse. Their spouse treats them worse, actually, because people think that that person favors that person, which is why it's so complicated to work with someone that you're in a relationship with, especially if you're the boss and you're in the relationship with somebody lower than you. Like, it gets really, really complicated. But that is not the relationship I was talking about on my Snapchat. That is not the relationship I was talking about on my Snapchat. I'm saying people who deliberately do it on purpose, or people who try to make people mad and quit on purpose. Because I can tell you right now, I know at least 3 managers that if they don't like someone, they'll be like, oh, I'm just trying to get them to quit. And I'm like, as crappy as they are, as crappy as that person may work, at least they're working. At least they're trying. I don't know. Things need to change there. I honestly, they can't really do much to me right now because I walked out. Mind you, this is like 10 minutes before I walked, like 10 minutes before I was off. Like, I don't understand what the big deal was. Because, granted, we were busy, but they had somebody taking the orders up front. That person could have taken my spot, and I could have gone home. But instead, we had to make a big ordeal about it. And now they've lost a really good worker. I can close front line within 15 to 20 minutes. I can handle taking orders cashing out, running, taking frontline orders, and fries all at the same time. How many workers do you have that can do that? Not very many. So maybe stop treating your employees like crap, and they'll stay. But the topic with Carrie, we are working on things, so I will update you guys as that goes. I am back on my medication. I am continuing to take it. Clearly, I need it. He went to the doctor yesterday. He's being seen. He's got some health issues going on. I will try to keep you guys updated on that, but he is kind of a personal person, which is why I didn't want to talk about the whole incident to begin with, because I'm telling you, so many people are going to be mad when they find out, and they're not even going to care that it was in my best interest. They're going to hear, oh, he put hands on her. I would have kicked his ass, Scott. I would have kicked his ass, Scott. I was the one in the wrong. I definitely should not have been acting like that in front of my kids. I feel absolutely awful about it. I have done nothing but try and make it up to my kids ever since then. So, bad mom of the year, right here. And I know I'm a good mom. I know I am trying so hard not to cry through all this, because it is very upsetting, because I do have a lot of friends at my job. So it just really sucks, because I don't want them to be on my side. I don't want them to be on the management side, but I also want something to be done. Like, I don't want to go to corporate just yet about it, because I do care about a lot of the people there. I do care about my main managers. I do care about all my friends there. I care about each and every coworker. Like, I was friends with literally everyone almost. There was a couple people that I just bless their heart, but yeah. So far everything's been doing okay. I do have a couple, there's just some small bruises from it, but other than that, I'm okay. I will always have a tiny fear of him now. Not that he's never before that. He has never laid his hands on me. So, and it's not even like he laid his hands on me. It was more like it didn't get serious till the chokehold, but that's what I needed. So, hopefully you guys understand. Hopefully you're a little more understanding. Please don't. So my video got cut off somehow. I don't know how this keeps happening. It could just be my phone, but what I was trying to say was, I hope you guys are understanding and you can see from both sides the situation and what we did to help with that situation. You know, I'm not saying that what he did was right, but I'm not saying it was wrong either. So, if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can leave them in the comment down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel as well as my new channel, Strictly Lee. I will try to leave a link down below, but I'm really terrible at doing that. Until next time, guys, much love.